Welcome back, friends. It's Savage Sasquatch from GamingReportCard.com, and we are playing Middle-earth Shadows of War on the Xbox One X. So, in our last episode, we did the first chapter of the Shadow War, which showed us defending one of our bases against a wave of Sauron's forces. And all the Shadow Wars are basically kind of take the same format. And basically this episode, I want to kind of go over how they work, how many rounds there are, the problems there are, and how to deal with them. So, there are 10 Shadow Wars, and the first 4 of them are exactly what you would expect. You defend one of your bases, and you are done. After that, that's 1 through 4. The 5th round, or Shadow War 5, is defending. They start introducing 2 of your bases being attacked to be able to progress to the next one. And that's for 5, 6, and 7. So at this point, you are up to 10 defenses that you've had to do. And then for 8 and 9, it throws at you another 3 for each one of those, and where you're defending 3 of your 4 bases. And oh, what's going on here?
Any other orc?
Wow, a 62. I definitely can't take this guy.
More than that, I thrived. My brothers put me back together, stronger.
I've never seen anybody above 60, but this is somebody who I killed that apparently came back to get us.
You created the machine.
But we can shame him, and maybe he will reappear, and we'll be able to get him on our side. So anyway, though, guys, this what I was saying, though, is so waves 8 and 9, they both have. Let's see, they both have 3 apiece, so that brings us up to 16 total. And then you also have. In the last one, Shadow War 10 here, you have to get through 4. And this is a pain, like going through the 20 of these. And so that's kind of the first problem with the Shadow Wars, is it's just long and grindy, where you've had kind of a steady story all throughout. All of a sudden now, it's just kind of this, oh wow, didn't mean to jump away from him. I guess we can shoot him in the face. Get back up there. Wow, did he really not? He really lost track of where we were. So we can shame this guy down to acceptable levels. And that should bump him down to a 50. All right. I thought it was going to be 57, but apparently you shame him down even further than that. So because it's so long and grindy, this is the part of the game that wants to encourage you to use microtransactions. So I wanted to show you guys what that kind of looks like and what I did to avoid spending any real money here. You don't have to, but there's a couple tips and tricks here. The first one here, we're going to go down to the market here. Now you'll see that you can buy legendary followers and legendary gear by spending gold, which costs real-life money. And you can earn this slowly over the course of the game, but I haven't really spent any money on that. I've earned enough for like to buy one of these starter bundles. So it's what you can do. Over the course of this, you acquire a lot of Mirren, the silver currency, and you can use that to buy either followers in this box or the silver loot chest, which gives you 2 pieces of gear. It costs 750 for one. I recently just tried an experiment. I bought like 20 of them because I have so much money here. I don't really need to spend on anything else. So I'm going to show you when we buy one what that looks like. You get 2 pieces of gear. It costs 750, which isn't a ton in the game, but I want to point out that you also well, let's see what we get here first. So we're going to get a chest piece and a sword. Alright, so we're going to go into our inventory. Now that costs us 750, remember. So we go into our inventory, and we go into the sword here. Oh, it's a downgrade. Well, we get 200 of that back, so we're down to 550. And we're going to go into the chest piece. It's the same chest piece. Let's see. Critical hits can apply frost or less damage from ranged attacks. You know what? We're going to actually go with this new piece, and we're going to get 300 back from that. So I got 500 back out of, and I got an upgrade here that I like. And so that ultimately, because I got 500 back, that only cost me 250. You're going to get roughly somewhere between half and 2/3 of your money back on these loot boxes. So make sure if you're buying these and buying followers with your Mirren that you don't that you buy these first, so that way you can get more money back. So that's one of the things. So the next thing I found, up through about wave 7, Shadow Quest 7, I was having absolutely no problems. And then guys' levels started shooting up, and all of the attacking war chiefs, they started having like 2 or 3 captains as followers with them. And so the thing that I realized that I hadn't done that's really important here is, you see here, when I highlight each of my war chiefs, it's got a line coming down. Most of you guys probably know this by now, but it's important to assign bodyguards to your captains, so that way they're not just standing out there alone in the fight. They have 2 or 3 guys at their back, and they have a much better chance at taking down the opposition. You know, and don't be afraid to take even the weakest guys with you, because if the weakest guys die, that opens up room for other guys that you may dominate during the fights, and be able to incorporate those guys into your army, so it frees up spaces if those guys happen to die, or if you maybe even let them die, which I have done. So anyway, so yeah, like I was saying, the big problem is it's grindy, and you really don't want to lose one of these. If you do lose one of these, like you die, I recently actually failed on this one because I happened to go down near a guy that had no chance. He wasn't even the guy who killed me, but so I want to go over some of these here. You can reset your game, like just do a hard shutdown of the game, not resetting your Xbox, just, you know, hit the Xbox button, and you can close the game out, because then you'll have to like go through the set of missions to take out each of the war chiefs, or you can go for the big thing and probably lose more of your followers. But I want to go over the siege upgrades. I've found that it's pretty universal. I haven't found any situation in which I would not want metal walls. They're the strongest. Fire spouts are good if they're going to be if they're going to have Ologs who are trying to beat down the wall. Poison's not bad if you are having people who are trying to climb it. We're going to switch to that because I do see that they have some Karagor archers. Defender Host helps you hold points longer because your guys have shields. I always like Poisonous Siege Beast. I don't have any real tips on that. Let's see. Big tip here, don't take Hellfire. That basically means a dragon is going to sit there behind the gate and breathe fire through the door, and while that doesn't seem bad, if you're trying to fight somebody in front of the door, you continuously get caught on fire. So I take the Wargrog. Karagor Riders are fine as well. Spiked Walls prevents them from being able to climb up, and then lastly, really fire or poison, just depends on which one you feel like you need in there. So we are going to, you know what, we're going to switch it to poison here. You can see that they've got a stronger army. It's not horribly stronger. It's definitely overcomable. We just need to make sure we don't go into man-down state around the guy who's got no chance as one of his modifiers. So we're going to go ahead and start this. Taking over as many of their guys as possible and leaving them there to join the fight. That's one of the biggest tips I can give with these that makes these go smoothly. You want these to go as quick and smooth as possible, because if you don't take out guys quickly, then you're going to have a painful time. You're going to lose more followers, and you can still win, but you don't want to go into man down 3 times. All right, Takra here. If I remember right, he can't be shot with arrows. Correct. He's arrow-proof, fire-proof, frost-proof, and beast-proof. He does not have Iron Will, so we can take over him. Now, like I said, I just failed this one, so I'm a little familiar. It will throw the same guys at you on every wave. So you want to go after these followers first. If you go after the followers, the biggest advantage there is that you can take them over before the head guy. Alright, we've got 2 left, and it's important to save a couple of these for Shadow Dominate, because you can be running around here and... gosh, that guy is jumping. Well, sure, we're going to try this. I haven't tried fighting on the back of one of these guys in a while.
That silence you just heard? It's a preview of what your grave sounds like.
Okay. That was a cute move. Oh, he's enraged by poison. Neat. Alright. Things glitching out here. Okay, he's retreating, and this is good for us because that means he's not going to fight back anymore. Well, not much. That's right, we got to stun him first. And we want to get this guy into man down state. Yeah, we'll take his buddy, get a little bit of health off of this. Oh no. Come back here, buddy. Oh wow. See, our guys, by having a gang of them there. Yeah, we're just going to Shadow Dominate to make sure this goes over smoothly. That way we can leave this guy in the fight and have another defender. The fact that our guys took out their main attacker, but that means we do have more guys coming in now. Before I was really ready for them. But like I was saying, this guy is now at least joining the fray for us. All right. Okay, this guy's susceptible to frost. Can do an assassinate there. All right, we got a couple guys by the grog here, so we're gonna blow them up. Oh, we got another guy retreating. This is good. I wonder if we can pin him. Yes, we can. I'm trying to drain somebody, but I guess I don't have the meter that it thinks I have. I think that's our guy dying. Yep. That's not good. Our Spider-Man. That's what I'm calling him. Oh, wow. Our level 33 guy killed? Come on, get up, get up. Yeah, I figured somebody was going to... Let's try to take over this guy. Always like having Ologs on our side, so he can stay and fight for us. I like having a big wall of a dude here. Alright, so now we've got the next wave of guys. You can see that there's loot all over here. It'll give this to you if you don't run over it to pick it up. Okay, now one of the things you do want to do is you want to keep an eye out for your higher level guys who are defending. Anytime one of them is bleeding out, like you can see over here, there's a 54 bleeding out. It's because he's fighting a 60. It's probably their overall leader here. So we're going to come over here. We're going to... Let's see if this guy can be... Nope, he is arrow-proof. Is he frost-proof? No, he is not. I hit the counter button, but... That's what they are. All it did was install a new counter. Oh, this is not their leader, because he's not legendary. This is just another 60 who happens to be in the mix. Oh, wow. This is not good. This is the second man down state we've already gone into, so we have to be really careful from here, and he is adapted. Alright, we're going to leave him for a minute. Let our guys fight this out a little bit, and we've got another 59 who's down over here. Oh, wait. Now the 60 back here all of a sudden is doing a bit better.
I am chosen master. Chosen master.
Okay, so we've bolstered our defenses back here heavily. Just trying to get our health back. Okay, we see that there's another 59 over here, so if we can take over that guy. Oh, our 59, well, he wasn't anything like legendary or even epic, so as much as we hate to lose a guy, that's one that we can deal with. Getting another 59, oh, well, he'll be a 60 for us, Olog.
Yeah, I will serve as your chosen. Chosen. I will defend you.
Alright, and there's just a 64 left now. You know what? There's another guy over here. Let's go ahead and see if we can dominate this guy as well. We're wrapping this up nicely.
I am your servant.
Stay and fight.
Ready. Die, so I can satisfy my...
Now there's still a couple of guys here. 3 captains. Wow. Like I said, they come with lots of friends once you get up to the higher waves here. So we're going to get our licks in on this guy.
Your blood will slick like that.
Get him real quick. And if you do this right, then by the end you can have a virtual army. Now this guy can't be recruited. I could bother and check these guys. You know what? We're just going to shame the guy and get him out of here. He's legendary. Oh, he would have dropped legendary gear for us. Really should bother to... Really should bother to inspect some of these guys before we do this, but we're just trying to fly through here as fast as we can.
I follow every command. Just murdering then.
And the reason it's also good to have all these followers here is because they help you hold on to the point. If you lose the point, another captain and his buddies will often break through, and then you have a bigger mess to deal with. Things can landslide against you really easy, like... You know, I think our guys over here have this. There's about probably 6 to 8 of us versus 2 of them left. And we've got somebody bleeding. Well, they're nobody high level, so we're going to actually... We're going to start hitting that level 64 over here. He is no joke, just based on levels. And if he is a joke, it's not funny. So what is his deal? Or is he 64 because he just killed all these dudes? No, he is legendary. Wow. Alright. That guy bled out. The other guy's going to bleed out momentarily here. Oh, the other guys seem to have gotten up.
The grubs devour with insatiable hunger.
And he's a 65 now.
You will know their torment. You will know the pulse of the maggots.
Apparently we had one more attempt left. That guy basically took all of our health in one go, so you got to be real careful here.
We're in the training grounds, right where we want them.
And there he goes. Legendary 65. You can't even get up that high. And so he drops a nice high-level piece of gear for us, a nice bow. So anyway, I hope you guys found this helpful. I've edited this down because this one went really long just because I was trying to make sure I stayed alive. As you can see, you get tons of loot from every one of these, so you don't really have to invest that much. If you do spend any money or any of that gold getting things that boost your experience as you're going through Shadow Wars, so you can level up quickly and start getting the best gear sooner. But I don't really recommend dropping any money on this. I know that they want us to, but frankly it's a full price game, and in my opinion you shouldn't have to spend any money on a full price game already. So let's take a look at that bow, because I've been wanting to see. It's actually a downgrade, sadly. Now this bow is not, however. And you end up with piles more money as you go through these. You know, I was just at like 57,000 a couple of these ago, and all of a sudden I've worked my way up to 75,000 again. It really just, the money rolls in. No reason to have to spend gold. I mean, unless you just are OCD and have to have all legendary followers, and I just don't see a big need for that. So anyway, I hope you guys found this helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. I am going to do one last video here for you guys, and that will be the that'll be the very end after the last mission of this. This was the first of the 4 in Chapter 10, and so we'll bring the 4th one and the finale, closing video, whatever it is, right after that. So, until next time, this is Savage Sasquatch for GamingReportCard.com. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a comment and a thumbs up, and I am out of here.